If you really want to be productive or get things done as a software engineer, then you need to do the following 5 things. Number 1, you need to set aside time for only your development work. So I highly suggest that you set aside time in the mornings where you just finished your stand-up, if you happen to do stand-ups in your team or wherever you work, where you set 2 to 4 hours just for development. Be it you're working on a web application, you're designing an API, or you are doing some UIs, just set this time and turn off all the notifications or any distractions that you might get, such that you only focus on the development side of things, right? So this is mainly because you are setting this time only to focus on what actually is moving the project before anything else happens during that day, before you get pulled into meetings, before you get your mind exhausted and all those things, right? So this is only your focus time. You turn off everything. Then number 2, you need to prioritize your work. So as engineers, we get into a project where there are so many tasks or so many features that needs to be implemented. Now, if you don't prioritize these things, you find that you'll be touching this feature, then another minute you're touching this feature. So you just need to prioritize them, and always remember, not all features when you're starting a project require the same amount of time or require the same attention as the other ones, right? This, for example, if say we are doing a web application, you find that we need first to prioritize the database design or the building of the APIs before we even start to touch the front end, because the back end is where most of the logic is, and you need to focus more. You need to put more time on those things. So prioritize your work and also set dedicated time just for this development. Then once you have done this, you now need to bring in your AI tools that will help you to develop fast, that will help you to debug more efficiently, and also if you're stuck, you can quickly ask be it Git Copilot, either ChatGPT or any other tool that is out there or that is at your disposal, so that you improve, you quickly get answers. Like there's been news where like AI is here to take your job, AI is here to replace you. So I believe AI is actually here to make us more productive, to make us improve, to enhance our skills into developing or solving problems in an intelligent way, right? So if you don't use these tools, then obviously that's when probably you're going to be replaced by someone or by another engineer who actually knows how to get things done quickly and also how to ship quickly, right? So you need to bring these tools so that they help you be more productive by the end of the day and deliver real value, right? Then the next item is very crucial, right? In all aspects as software engineers, be it you're doing projects, be it you are just mentoring people, or you're just doing stuff in life, right? It's communication. Everything depends on communication, or you can't actually spend the whole day trying to figure out how an API works or how to solve this bug. All you need to do is ask. But when you ask, you need to ask the right questions to the right people, so that you also don't waste your time and their time if they didn't know about the issue that you want to solve. Then another thing, if you have unclear requirements sitting at your desk, you need to stop just developing. You need to go back to the business, or go back to the either project manager, business analyst, or go back to your client and ask them, get clarity before you even start developing, because I believe developing with clarity makes everyone's life easier, because one, you know what you are supposed to do. At the same time, you also know the end goal, what you really need to deliver. So this will as well eliminate waste, whereby you would need to redo the work that you have done just because someone came a week later and told you that, you know what, you were not supposed to implement this feature in this way, right? So you're saving your time, you're also saving business resources, or their time and their money as well. So you need to communicate efficiently, you need to communicate effectively, right? Ask the right questions and also ask the right people, right? Now, another tip that will actually make you be more productive is to batch your tasks or batch your features, right? Stop jumping from one feature to another or from one process to another, which are not correlated, right? So if it's development work, you need to batch them to say, okay, I'm only going to focus on these 5 features on the API, or I'm going to work on administrative work, right, from this hour to that hour. That is checking your emails, attending meetings, or responding to Slack messages from your team, or just chatting with your team, right? You need to schedule all these things such that by the end of the day, your mind is not exhausted, you are also not wasting time, or you are not being confused by certain things. For all these 5 things to work, right, you need to communicate with whoever is leading you. You need to communicate, be it with your manager or your team lead, to say, guys, I want to achieve this by this date, right? Hence, I'm proposing I set dedicated time just for me to focus on implementing these features. Just for me, if every day, or like from Monday to Friday, I just need 4 hours in the morning where I'm just doing development work. Then in the afternoons, that's when probably I'll do support. If you do support in your company, you attend to support tickets, or you do other administrative work, right? Then that's it. You'll find that by the end of that week, you would have achieved a lot, right? So it happened to me where, like, I needed to implement, I was working on a system, then I just told my team lead or my manager at that particular moment to say, look, for me to actually deliver value and quickly, I need to set aside time just to focus on these things. And that project, it was scheduled for like 5 months, but we managed to complete it in 3 months. Now you see the gap, just to focus, because before that we're just saying, I'm busy developing, then I'm pulled into a meeting, then someone comes with a ticket, a support ticket, I need to fix this. You find by the end of the day I was overworked. By lunchtime I was tired, and what did I accomplish? Nothing. So you need to do these 5 things if you're really serious about delivering value, if you're really serious about your life or anything that you're doing at the moment, right? For you to be productive, you need to set these things in place. So if this video or if these things have managed to help you in some way, please don't forget to like and also share with anyone whom you think it might also benefit, right? If you feel like I've omitted something, please don't forget to drop them in the comments below. And that's it. So just go out there, try to implement these things. They worked for me, so I'm sure they will also work for you. So with all this, go out there, be productive, and see you in the next one.